about you. He's using you. I don't know what for, but he's using you. Stay with the High Lord. That's what the Surreal had said. Its only command. Which High Lord? Tamlin or Rhysand? Get off me. Go away. Like, you are so disturbing. Why do we like Rhysand? Am I missing something? Because I feel like I don't really like him. Oh. I feel like this video has been a long time coming. We're gonna read A Court of Thorns and Roses. So just for a little context, a little backstory, I have had this book sitting on my shelf, just staring at me for about a year now. I honestly wasn't sure if I was ever gonna read it. I bought it because it was at like my library's bookstore for $1, and I was like, let me just buy it just in case I ever want to start this series. I read Throne of Glass like 1.5 to 2 years ago. I love that series with my whole heart. I adore it. I will never shut up about it. I honestly need to do a reread because those books, those characters mean so much to me. So because I love Throne of Glass so much, I was like, maybe I should read ACOTAR. I think it's time for me to actually read it. I am nervous, but I'm very excited. In this video, we're gonna have every spoiler that I choose to talk about. If you haven't read ACOTAR, if you don't want it spoiled for you, don't watch this video. I already know several spoilers for this book because it's hard to not get certain things spoiled for you. So let me just come out and say right now, I already know Tamlin's evil, which I think that's like the big plot twist at the end of this book. So that's kind of sad for me, but I'm okay with it because I don't want to fall for him anyways, and he's evil, and then it's like, wow, that sucked. Anyways, without further ado, let's just start this. I plan on giving so many of my thoughts. Let's start. I've just started A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm literally on page 10, chapter 2. I'm gonna say I'm shocked that the father is still alive. I feel like in fantasies, the parents are always dead. Always, always, always. And so I'm shocked that he's alive. I feel like he's probably gonna die very quickly, or like Feyre's just gonna take it and we're never gonna see him again. Also, the other thing that I didn't know, which never read this, so why would I know? Who the heck is Elaine? The sister? I've never heard of Elaine, so she probably also dies. Those are my 2 predictions. Basically, if anyone cares, she's just killed the wolf and the doe, and now she's just brought the doe back home. Very interesting. Wow, so much has happened. Not really. I forgot that this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Like, isn't that crazy to think about? Like, this series that everyone loves and adores started out as a Beauty and the Beast retelling. That's kind of a crazy thought, I think. I forget that all the time, and I just think that's fascinating. I fully understand why people always say they hate Nesta. People say that, and after the first 3 books, aren't the next books, don't they follow Nesta? Isn't she the main character? And people hate her. I get why, because she's a jerk. I'm 14 pages in and she's a jerk. Like, moving the father's cane out of the way so, like, he can't get to it. Her saying, like, really rude things about him, being super rude to Feyre. Like, yeah, she's a jerk. I wouldn't want to read about her. I'm assuming she has a bit of a character arc in this book and maybe the next book. I'm gonna get back to reading, though. I just had to say that about Nesta. What a jerk. Little update on ACOTAR. I am on chapter 8, page 75. Not that far, but I'm gonna sit here and read for a little while I have bread in the oven, so I'll just read for like 30 minutes and then get my bread out and we'll see. Anyways, not important. Thoughts so far, not very far into it. We've met Tamlin, which we know, evil. So I think because I know that he's evil, it's easier for me to, wow, don't look at that leaf on my plant. Literally, don't look at that. Okay. It's easier for me to feel like everything he's doing, he's very like calculated and he's doing it because he's evil. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't trust anything he's doing. So Feyre has been here for about a day. We just found out that, we being me, I just found out that basically a sickness that's spreading and like affecting their magic. And so that's why Tamlin and Lucian, why they both have masks on. And all the servants. Actually, that makes sense. And all the servants have masks on because they can't take them off because the magic or the disease, the sickness, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, and so there's the thing where Tamlin was like, I'll show you around the garden or whatever, something like that. I think you're supposed to feel kind of like, there's a couple moments. There's a couple moments at the table where he kind of like, you need to eat, and he made her eat. And then also when he's like, I'll show you around the garden. Maybe you're supposed to be a little bit like, that's really thoughtful of you. Oh, you want to spend time with me. I'm like, stay away. I know your little trick. You're going to get Feyre to fall in love with you, and then you're going to turn out to be evil. So I just distrust that, and I feel like, you know, he has ulterior motives. I don't know what those motives are, but I know they're bad. I know he has bad intentions. Oh my gosh, this is so, like, if it was somebody else, maybe I wouldn't care. It's still, like, disturbing, and I refuse to get used to it. Why does Tamlin have his nails done? Why is he, like, going to the nail salon and getting these, like, claws? I'm assuming he just has claws. Like, literally, that's such an ick. That is so disturbing. Girl, file those things down. Like, ever heard of nail clippers? Like, sorry, but if you're a man, you should not have long nails. That is disturbing. Where does it mention his nails? I don't know. A couple different times, and I was like, this is gross. I feel disturbed by you. Oh, here we go. I looked pointedly at his hands, at the razor-sharp tips of those long, curved claws poking through his tanned skin. That is disgusting. If you find that attractive, we are very different people. Why do you have claws? I get it. You're like, can shift into like this beast animal thing, but like, no one says you have to keep the claws. If you can shift into an animal, when you shift back to human, have normal hands. Get your nails under control. That is so gross. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Now, okay, if it wasn't Tamlin, and if it was somebody that, like, I'm feeling like, okay, I'm trying to be attracted to this person, like, this is the MMC, like, okay, I can kind of, like, look past it or, like, skip that sentence and not read it because I'm like, I don't want to. Think about, like, Carden Greenbrier, and there are some things about him where it's like, why are you wearing makeup? Like, you know, I feel like he would be someone, he might honestly have, like, long nails, and it's like, I choose to not think about that, and I choose to ignore that, and you know what? That's not in my book. What are you talking about? I don't know about that. Like, kind of like you read it and immediately it goes away because you're like, that is not something that I choose. It's like when the MMC has, like, long hair, and you're like, no, you don't. You don't got long hair. Or like a beard, you don't want him to. You're like, you don't have a beard. Like, every time you mention he has a beard or he has long hair, I skip that part. I black out. That is not my MMC. It does not look like that. That's the same, like, you pick and choose the parts. Like, if it was the MMC, like the love interest, like the real love interest, and he had, like, nails, I would choose to just ignore it and I wouldn't bring it up. But because it's Tamlin and I know he's evil, it's like, why do you have nails? Don't tell me about it. Like, I don't need to know that. If I want to envision you with claws, I'll just envision you with claws. But I don't want to envision you with claws, and so stop, like, throwing it in my face. I rest my case. Tamlin's got claws. That's disturbing. Good thing we don't care about him. On that note, I'm going to start chapter 8. If anything else I want to say? I'm shocked. The father's still alive. Will he live long? We don't know, but I'm shocked. Yummy. It's a bit of a funky angle, but I'm too lazy to go grab my tripod. I have not read this book in a few days. I am on chapter 10, page 90. I do not have an update. I'm only coming on here to say, keep me accountable. I am going to sit here and read this for at least an hour. Basically, I'm going to do that thing where I pick a spot and I put my bookmark somewhere, and that's where I have to read to. So let's be a little bit realistic. Let's just put it right here. Oh my gosh, that was perfect because I got to chapter 20. So that's amazing. This is chapter 20, page 182. So a little less than 100 pages, but I think let's just get there. We can always move the bookmark and read further. But I just need to, like, actually make a dent. I'm enjoying the book. I'm liking it. I think I've been doing my other hobbies recently, and so reading has fallen by the wayside a little bit. But not today. We are going to sit here and read. on chapter 19, but I have some thoughts. First of all, Tamlin turns out to be evil. I'm so interested in this because he doesn't seem evil at all, or like there's something happen later which causes him to do something evil. And what is this evil thing he does? Why does everyone hate him? I'm so interested. I don't like him only because I know he's evil. Like if I didn't know he was evil, I would probably like him. But because I know. And the nail thing, which by the way, he can retract the claws because he's done it now multiple times. But it's like if I was him, unless I was like fighting and like I needed them to like kill somebody, I would not have the claws out because that's so disturbing. I stand by what I said about that. The other thing is I like Lucien, so I'm really, really hoping that he doesn't turn out evil and maybe Tamlin betrays Lucien and Feyre and that's why everyone hates him. And hoping that Lucien is not involved in that because that would be really sad. I just got his backstory too, so that's really sad for him. Anyways, I'm one chapter left to my bookmark, but I just wanted to update really quick. Okay, obviously still reading ACOTAR, duh, you're still watching this video. Chapter 23, page like 208. I have a suspicion about something, but let me just say first, obviously I know Tamlin's evil, right? We've talked about this a million bajillion times. At first I was happy to know that he was evil, because I was like, then I won't fall for his tricks, then I won't like, whatever. But I'm like, man, I'm upset about it now because I feel like I'm reading this book through a completely different lens than I would have. Everything he does, I'm suspicious of. And it also makes me think, like, Feyre, you're so stupid. Why do you believe him? Like, why are you falling in love with this guy who's a freak? He's literally a freak. He is, like, oh my gosh, I just read about, what's it called? The Fire Night? The Day of Fire Night, I think that's what it's called. And like the Great Rite or whatever, and that whole, first of all, not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought he was saying stay away because like, I thought he had to like sacrifice a human or something. And it was gonna be like, okay, I have to sacrifice this human. So kind of like, stay away. I don't want you to know like this deep evil thing that I'm doing. That was not what it was. Oh, it's just funny. Anyways, and that thing happened in the hallway after where it's literally like, get off me, go away. Like, you are so disturbing. I feel like, okay, wait, let me keep interrupting myself. Was that who I thought it was? In the whatever, when she snuck out? That was who we all think it is, right? That was Rhysand? That's my guess. I could be wrong, but I didn't know he made an appearance in this book. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I've lost respect, or some respect, for Feyre because it's like, girl, can't you see through his lies? Because I know that he's lying and that he's evil and that he's probably using her and all these things. So it makes me think like, girl, you're dumb, but really she's not. Everyone who's read this book falls for it. You're supposed to fall for Tamlin's charm and, oh, he's such a great guy and he's not like other fae and, oh, he's so nice to me, he's protecting me. And it's like, okay, he has his own agenda, girl. Like, he's got his own thing he's doing. He doesn't care about you. He's using you. I don't know what for, but he's using you. So that is messing up my reading experience a little bit. It's just making it so I don't like Feyre very much. Not like I don't dislike her, but I'm like, I think I would like her more if I was falling for the same things she was falling for. I also feel like if Tamlin was the MMC, I feel like it's way too insta-lovey. Like, not that it is insta-love because I'm 200 pages in, and like it didn't happen right away, but it does feel like almost like you turn the page and it's like, oh, now we're swimming in this pool of stardust or whatever it was. Like, okay, you kind of fell in love with him pretty quickly. I don't know. I'm glad he's not the love interest because I would feel like that was too quick. Actually, what I came on here to say, let me actually say it. Tamlin told Feyre, your family, don't worry about them. Like, if I provided for them, they're protected. Like, he glamored them to not remember him coming and taking Feyre, but like gave them kind of like a different story for what happened to Feyre. Like, he's whatever, telling her, he's reassuring her of all these things, and she's just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And like, I'm thinking he's straight up just lying to you. That's my theory. I think he's lying and he's done nothing for her family, or very little. That's my theory. Basically, that's what I think. I just think that he's lying to her face. I'm so sorry to be able to tell you this. you're not listening to me, but you'll find out in about 200 pages that he is just lying left and right to you, and he's not the guy you think he is. So sorry. Anyways, literally, is her name Alice, the servant? A-L-I-S. I'm calling her Alice. I like her. I think she's great. Hopefully she's not in on this whole evil thing, but maybe she is. I don't know. I don't care that much if she is. Honestly, Feyre, listen to Alice. Alice is like, keep your wits about you. Do it. Literally do it, because you're not doing that at all. You were for like a week. And now you're just like, ooh, swimming in the pool. Ooh, look at the art. Ooh, I'm painting him. Ooh, how can I help me bandage your hand? Like, I'm sorry. This is so dumb. It doesn't help that I know Tamlin's evil. I think that's really messing me up. And it's just, like I said, I just now feel like, girl, I've lost so much respect for Feyre because of this. I'm still enjoying it. I just feel like Girlie's got some things she needs to figure out. Anyways, that's all I'm reading right now. I'm hoping to read more tonight. We shall see. So I'll come back later when I've read more and I have more thoughts and I have an update. I've got a lot of updates. So maybe I'll try to get a good chunk in before I update again, because Lord knows I've yapped a lot. And this video I have a feeling is going to be very, very long. That's okay. We're having a good fun time. So is Amarantha? Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this name at all. I'm so sorry. Is it Amarantha? This person, their name? That's the she that everyone's talking about, right? I'm guessing. So Rhysand works for her, or it seems like he's probably more enslaved by her, honestly. Ooh, or she's not actually evil and she's the good guy, and Tamlin's evil and we're just with the villains, and so it's hard to tell. Okay. Thoughts on Rhysand? Yeah, I would easily think that he's the villain. I'm so interested to see how Tamlin betrays Feyre and how that all shakes out, because from where I'm sitting, if I don't know anything, if I don't know that Tamlin's actually evil, it's so... I would never guess that. This would be a huge plot twist. I'm so upset that I know it, because, yeah, you think Rhysand is like, he's a jerk. He's evil. He is like kind of gross, but you're like, you are way too close to me. Back up. I'm like, why are you reading my thoughts and then saying them out loud? That's super rude. And then okay, literally Tamlin and Lucien having to beg Rhysand not to tell that one lady about Feyre's existence. It's so interesting because I feel myself kind of feeling bad for Tamlin, and I'm like, oh, like, that's sad. Like, this guy's coming to your court and threatening Feyre and threatening you and, like, whatever. And then you're also, like, cursed. You have this mask on your face and the blight's coming to get you. You don't have really good magic, whatever. But then I'm like, I have to remember he's evil. And all of these bad things, I should be happy that they're happening to him. It's just at this moment right now, I don't see the evil in him. And so it's hard for me to root against him on an emotional level. On like a head knowledge, logical level, I'm like, yeah, I know you're evil. So you get on your hands and knees and you beg because you're evil. Is Lucien evil? I don't want him to be. I like him. He's a good side character. Watch him turn out evil too, and he's like worse. And then it's like, oh, that sucks because I was kind of rooting for him. Like, how embarrassing for me. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, I'm on chapter 29. Feyre just got sent back to the human world. I feel very suspicious. I don't know, maybe this is a whole big glamour. Maybe Feyre's glamour too, but I guess Tamlin wasn't lying. And from what I'm seeing, it looks like her family was cared for, and the whole glamour about her aunt turned out to be true. Not that the glamour was true, but the fact that her sisters believed it is true. I don't know, though. I feel very suspicious. I'm just suspicious of anything Tamlin does. Also, the thing that the Surreal, I don't know how to pronounce that. What he said about stay with the High Lord, I feel like... Which High Lord? Tamlin or Rhysand? I feel like she should have went back and questioned another one. And been like, hey, so give me more answers. I just don't trust Tamlin, obviously, at all. And there's this whole thing where she's back and she's like, there's just a pit in my stomach, a darkening shadow within me. It's a very big mistake leaving. Stay with the High Lord. That's what the Surreal had said. Its only command. The High Lord being Rhysand. That's my guess. I think I'm onto something, because why would it tell her to stay with the High Lord if it's Tamlin, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. I had to let you know. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay, I got out of bed for this. Holy crap. Okay. I'm on literally chapter 31, the second page. I'm nowhere into this chapter. This is horrible. Feyre's back in the mortal world. Okay. My fan's going up, to just deal with the sound. Updates are as follows. Feyre's back in the mortal world. Tamlin sent her back, okay? And so I'm deeply suspicious the whole time she's back. And we find out that Nesta knows. She remembers Tamlin coming and taking Feyre, which I just think that's so cool. I feel like now I kind of like Nesta. Anyways, all because she remembers. But they're literally sitting, there was like a banquet or like a ball held in Feyre's honor of coming home, because they all thought she was with her estranged aunt or whatever, long lost aunt. It's lunch the next day, and her father, dad, is basically like, oh, I'm thinking of buying the Better Land, Beddor, it's the last name, Better Land, blah blah blah. I heard rumors going up for sale. And then Feyre's like, what happened to the Betters? And Elaine is like, oh my gosh, like, it was horrible. Their house burned down and everyone died. Well, they couldn't find Claire's body, but it happened in the dead of night. The family, their servants, everyone. The day before you came home to us, actually. Okay, for anyone who doesn't remember, oh my gosh, Claire Better is the name that Feyre gave Rhysand. Was like, and he's like, what's your name? And she was kind of like, I don't want to tell him my real name, so she just gave him that fake name, which it wasn't a fake name. We knew it wasn't a fake name. She knew it was like someone, her sister's old friend. It was like, oh, that's the first name that came in my head, like Claire Better. He totally just like killed her whole family and probably took her. Oh my gosh, her whole family, all the servants, everyone. That is insane. I had to just like, come on, talk about that. That is crazy. Bro, he's gonna be furious too when he finds out that she lied to him. I'm gonna read a little bit more. Sitting on the floor, so I don't want to like get too tired in bed. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna read that much. I can't stay up late. I cannot stay up late. I know. Oh my gosh, we're both shocked. Holy cow. Okay. I'm learning a lot about the curse, specifically now about Tamlin's curse. Alice is just the best. She's telling me all this information. Like, girl, you should have said this a while ago, but that's okay. At least she's telling her. So we learned a lot about the curse, but we still don't know how Tamlin's evil. How is he evil? I don't know yet. I am on chapter 33, page 290. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for tonight. I'm at a pretty good stopping point. Alice is about to show Feyre how to get under the mountain. I have like 120 pages left. So what am I gonna do when it's done? I don't have the second book. Might have to go buy that. Good night. I'll check back in tomorrow. Okay, we're about to get the riddle, which from what I've seen, I've never seen the riddle and I don't know the answer to it, but I always see people complaining like, that riddle was so simple, it was so easy to solve, like you don't need a brain to solve this riddle. So let's see if I have a brain or not. Okay, I'll read it out loud. We'll do it together. Ready? There are those who seek me a lifetime, but never we meet, and those I kiss, but who trample me beneath ungrateful feet. At times I seem to favor the clever and the fair, but I bless all those who are brave enough to dare. By large, my ministrations are soft-handed and sweet, but scorned I become a difficult beast to defeat. For though each of my strikes lands a powerful blow, when I kill, I do it slow. This just seems like the answer is like love or something so stupid like that. And watch it be that. That would actually be really dumb. That's what it is. It's not as much that it's dumb as that it's cheesy. I'll find out, I'm sure. But okay, another thing I actually want to say really quick before I keep reading. With Rhysand, he's definitely either, I don't think he's like under whatever her name is, Amarantha. I don't think he's under her control. But he's definitely like doing what she's saying to stay alive, but he doesn't really like it. That's kind of obvious to me. Okay, because she was like, is this the girl you saw, like, at the spring court, whatever, the palace or whatever? And he's like, could be, like, I suppose. Like, and then he's like, every human girl looks the same to me. Which then Feyre's like, that's not true, which she didn't say this out loud. Duh, she's not that stupid. She's like, hey, that's not true because he saw me on the fire night or whatever, and then he recognized me in the palace. So, he knows who she is. Anyways. Okay, I'm on page 354, which is the middle of a chapter, but I just have to say, why do we like Rhysand? Am I missing something? Because I feel like I don't really like him. He's being gross. All these things are happening where Feyre made the bargain with him. And then up to that point, it was fine. It was like, okay, kind of a weird bargain to make, but whatever. And now he's just being weird. And he's like forcing her to drink the fairy wine. And then she's doing weird things. And like, I don't like it. Why do we like Rhysand? Unless he has a really good excuse for this, it's kind of like, you're gross. You're a gross person. I don't know. So I'm assuming I'm missing something and I will eat my words. But right now, from where I'm sitting, from where I'm at, it's like, I don't know. I'll keep reading and hopefully change my mind because what the heck. I also have to add that I kind of feel embarrassed for Feyre. Well, okay, no, embarrassed by what Rhysand's having her do, but then also embarrassed because if Tamlin's evil and horrible, and then she's like, but every time, every night, just for that one glance, I didn't hide the love and pain that welled in my eyes when they met his. Like, okay, if he's using you or if he's evil, that's really embarrassing for you. But also, I only have like 50 pages left. I have to be missing something with Rhysand. I have to, because it's just like, I'm so disturbed by him. In the last like 20 pages, I'm very disturbed by him. I wasn't disturbed by him earlier in the book, just now. Like, what are you doing? How is this attractive? Does anyone find this attractive, or is the point not to find it attractive and to feel annoyed and grossed out? Maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm supposed to feel that way. And then it's all a trick. Like, I get that he's trying to get a reaction from Tamlin, but like, stab Feyre in the stomach. You know? Cut her arm. I don't know. Do something different, because this is just like, okay, I don't like it. It's distasteful. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. The time has come. I am on chapter 42, page 376 of ACOTAR. I have like 40-ish, 50-ish pages left. So I'm gonna sit here and finish it. I am scared for what's about to happen, because if you have read Sarah J. Maas before, you know this is where it gets crazy. This is where it goes insane and the plot twist happens, secrets are spilled, everything crazy happens right here. So I'm nervous. Trial is starting. She just brought in 3 people with sacks on their heads. 2 male. 2 male and 1 female. Wait. I thought it said 2 female, 1 male. I was like, it's her family. I don't know who these people are. They're fairies. Oh, it's not her family. I was like, that's horrible. That's gonna be a really hard task. Is it Alice and her nephews? 2 males and a female. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be Alice and her nephews. No. I'm scared. It's not official, but it's definitely them. Wow, she's gonna reveal each of the nephews first. It's totally the nephews. And Alice. Not Alice. First one dead. Okay, this is the female. So this is the one we would know if it's Alice. Oh. It's not Alice. It's not Alice and her nephews. That would have been really good. It's just random people. Second one dead. I wonder who the third one is. It's going to be someone we know. It's got to be. It's Tamlin. What? Wait. I'm about to learn something really. This is it. This is literally it. Everything's about to be revealed. Okay, shh. I gotta walk in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's Tamlin under the hood, and I'm about. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alice, I love Alice. Okay, he lied to me about everything. Oh, his heart is stone. She just stabbed him. Okay. The answer to the riddle was love. That is so stupid. I'm sorry, it's not stupid. It's so cheesy. Love. Is this a Disney movie? Like, what the heck? I wonder if Sarah's embarrassed about that. Kind of like, oh, maybe we would change that now, but oh well. Chapter 45. I only have like literally like 11 pages left. Tamlin's not evil yet. I'm so confused. Is he evil in the second book? I don't. He must be evil in the second book. So Tamlin wasn't evil. I'm so confused. Tamlin wasn't evil? Is he evil in the second book? What does he do that's so evil? Literally, if this book ended right here and now, it's like, okay, happy ending. I thought Tamlin was evil in this book. This whole time I'm just waiting for them, like, the hat to drop. I'm waiting for the reveal to be, oh, he's evil and this is his vendetta. How is he evil? I'm still confused. What does he do in the second book that makes him so evil? People hate him. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with thoughts. I gotta think on this for a while. I feel like I've let my thoughts sit for a little while, and so I think I am about as ready as I'll ever be to talk about A Court of Thorns and Roses. Obviously, I finished it. My main thought is, what the heck? I feel like I was so wrong about this book. I feel confused because clearly I thought that Tamlin was going to betray Feyre and everyone at the end, and that everything he was doing was an act, and clearly I was wrong. That was not what I thought was going to happen. I'm not mad about it. I'm just honestly confused. I was waiting for Tamlin to come out to be this really evil, horrible person, and then it didn't happen. And so I felt like I didn't get the plot twist that I was expecting and waiting for, and so it did feel a little bit unsatisfying, which that's not anything wrong with the book. That is me knowing a spoiler and then the spoiler not happening in book 1, which is when I thought it would happen. So that's my bad. But still, it still affects my rating. Reading experience, I had a lot of fun reading this book. I think giving as many updates as I did and just yapping about it with you guys was so fun. That made my reading experience way, way, way better. Better than if I had just been reading it on my own and just with my own thoughts. Overall, I don't feel like this book was anything super special. It wasn't so out of the ordinary. It kind of just fit very simply into the romantasy genre, which I feel like when this book was released, that genre wasn't really a thing, or it wasn't really mainstream. Like, the word romantasy wasn't thrown around as much as it is today. Now, that being said, I know that the second book is most people's favorite, and I will say I did go out and purchase A Court of Mist and Fury. I started it, meaning I read the first chapter. Yeah, I read the first chapter, but this is for another time to talk about. Right now, we're still talking about ACOTAR. I did feel a little underwhelmed by it. I think I had really high expectations for this book since so many people rave about this series. I did really enjoy all of the different creatures and like monsters, I guess, and the things that like, ooh, that's the enemy, and it's, I don't even know half their names, but just like kind of the creatures you would expect to see in the Fae world, like not the fairies, but like the Surreal and the Atar or whatever it was called. Just different things. I like when there's creepy little guys running around and it's like, ooh, they could kill me and rip the flesh off my body. Like, that's fun. I think that's fun. That being said, I do feel like this first book wrapped up quite nicely. Obviously, there are some things that we didn't get to, like, hey, her whole bargain with Rhysand, that being the main thing. But otherwise, it's kind of like you got a happily ever after. She went home with Tamlin. Yes, now Feyre's traumatized, but she kind of got her happy ending for the most part. So honestly, once I finished this book, I was like, do I want to read the second book? Like, I didn't know, but I'd already purchased it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna read it. And like I said, because I know that the second book is everybody's favorite. Like, I'm gonna say most reviews I've seen, people like book 2 and book 3 more than book 1. Last couple thoughts, I will say Rhysand was redeemed a little bit in my mind. I said that the last update I gave on him was he was kind of grossing me out a little bit. Him helping Feyre with all the challenges, honestly being her confidant and the only one really there for her, that did make me like him quite a bit more. Nesta, okay, I didn't talk about this before because I was distracted by so many other things. I like Nesta. I decided I like her. Yes, she can be rude and she has sharp edges, but I like her. Her being the only one who knew about Feyre being in the Fey world, and I don't know, just being there for Feyre and kind of being the only one who really could understand. I really liked that a lot. I mean, Elaine figured it out at the end, but I don't care about Elaine. It's kind of like, okay, you're just like the cutesy sister. Like, okay, you don't, whatever. I don't really care about her. Anyways, I liked Nesta. I think she'll probably have more annoying moments and moments where I'm like, wow, this girl's super rude. But, oh my gosh, and the thing where Nesta went to the wall to try to find Feyre because she was like, I know there's no aunt, and that this guy took her, and she went to the wall and basically risked her life. I really liked that. I was like, Nesta, you softy, you big softy, you act like you're all, well, I don't care about you, Feyre, but like, you love her. The definition of sisters, honestly. That being said, I kind of on the fence about what I want to give this book. I'm honestly picking between a 3.5 and a 4 stars. Solid reading experience, solid book, solid read. I do think I'm going to like the second book more. I'm still confused about the Tamlin thing, to be completely honest. Like I said, I do have A Court of Mist and Fury, and I have kind of started it, not really. Let me know if you want a reading vlog for this book as well. If you want my thoughts as I'm going to go through it, I'll probably do a reading vlog regardless, because like I said, it made the reading experience for ACOTAR way more fun for me. So I'll probably just do it anyways. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was somewhat entertaining hearing my thoughts on ACOTAR. I will see you again in the next video where I hopefully will be reading ACOMAF. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.